The only way out is through. Stop searching for the easy way. It doesn't exist. There is no shortcut to strength, no bypass to self-respect, no detour around the discomfort you've been avoiding. The only way to grow is to go through it, go through the fatigue, go through the fear, go through the confusion, the self-doubt, the silence, go through the hard mornings and harder nights. This is where you find out who you really are. Because every time you resist the urge to run, every time you face it instead of escape it, you build resilience, you build character, you build the version of you that doesn't back down. You want clarity, then walk through the fog. You want confidence, then earn it under pressure. You want strength, then bleed for it, mentally, emotionally, physically. Pain is not your enemy, it's the tuition for growth, and you don't get to skip class. You keep showing up. You keep pushing forward, you keep fighting, especially on the days it doesn't feel worth it, because the work you do when you're tired, when you're low, when you're doubting, that is the work that transforms you. The pain you feel now? It's temporary, but the pride you earn by getting through it, that stays with you forever. So stop retreating, stop postponing, stop waiting for the storm to pass. Walk into it, walk through it, and don't stop until you reach the other side. You will never find peace by avoiding the battle. You find it by conquering it. You don't rise by being spared. You rise by enduring. So dig in, lock eyes with your struggle, and remind yourself, I was built for this, because the only way out is through, and you're strong enough to walk it every damn day. No more negotiations. You've negotiated with yourself long enough. You've told yourself you'll start tomorrow. You've excused the skipped workouts, the late wake-ups, the wasted hours. You've rationalized distractions. You've softened your standards. You've talked yourself out of discipline. No more, I don't feel like it. No more, I've done enough. Discipline is not up for debate. You do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. You keep your promises to yourself, regardless of the mood you're in. That ends now. No more bargaining with your lesser self. No more just 5 more minutes. Because your future depends on the standards you hold when no one else is watching. Every time you choose comfort over commitment, you delay your evolution. Every time you give in to weakness, you train your mind to expect permission. But you don't need permission anymore. You need decisions. Decide to become unshakable. Decide that your goals are non-negotiable. Decide that you're done making excuses for why you're not who you were meant to be. You either rise to meet your standards or you fall to the level of your laziness. So let this be the line in the sand. From this point on, your comfort no longer gets a vote. Your discipline is the only voice that matters. You don't ask yourself if you're going to do the work. You do the work. Every day, without exception. You don't need more motivation, you need to eliminate the option to quit. So stop trying to feel ready, start choosing to be relentless. From now on, it's simple. No compromise, no negotiation, just action. You know what needs to be done, so go do it. Keep your why in front of you. When you forget why you started, you will always be tempted to stop. Motivation fades, energy runs out, discipline wavers, but your why, your reason, is what fuels the fire when everything else goes cold. Your why is not some fluffy affirmation. It's not something you whisper when you feel like it. It's the anchor that holds you steady in the storm. And if you can't see it every single day, you will drift. So keep it in front of you. Literally, write it down, stick it on your wall. Make it your phone background. Repeat it until it becomes part of your identity. Are you doing this for your kids? For your freedom? To prove to yourself that you are not what the past tried to label you, then remind yourself of it every damn day. Your why is your compass. It guides your decisions, filters your distractions, and reminds you who you're becoming. When life punches you in the mouth, and it will, your why is what helps you punch back harder. Because no one rises without a reason. You don't need more hustle hacks, you need clarity. Clarity sharpens action, and clarity begins with a powerful, deeply personal why. So today, Ask yourself this: what would happen if I gave up now? What would I lose? What kind of life would I be settling for? Then ask yourself this: what will I gain if I keep going? Let that vision pull you. Let that purpose burn you. Let it drive you when your legs are shaking and your mind wants to sit down. This is bigger than motivation. This is about mission, yours. So keep your why visible. Burn it into your brain. Live by it. Act through it. Honor it. Because when your why is strong enough, you don't need easy. You just need a reason. And you already have one. Write it where you can't ignore it. Out of sight, out of mind. That's how dreams die. You don't just remember your goals. You install them into your daily life. You don't hide your purpose in the back of a journal or in a note buried 3 folders deep on your phone. You put it where it slaps you in the face every morning. You write it on your mirror. You tape it above your desk. You set alarms with your mission statement as the label. You engrave it into your schedule, not as a maybe, but as a must. Because if it's not in front of you, it won't stay inside you. Distractions will win. Comfort will creep in. And your purpose? It'll get buried under excuses disguised as valid reasons. So write it, post it, repeat it, make your goals louder than your doubts. Comfort will creep in. And your purpose? It'll get buried under excuses disguised as valid reasons. So write it, post it, repeat it, make your goals louder than your doubts. No more letting the noise of the world drown out the whisper of your vision. Put it in plain sight, where your tired self can't avoid it, where your unmotivated self can't pretend it forgot, where your fearful self is forced to stand up and face it. This isn't a feel-good tip, it's a call to war. You're fighting for the future version of you, the one who refuses to settle. So give that future a front row seat in your present. Look it in the eye, every single day, because you become what you repeatedly focus on. And if all you see is noise, distractions, and doubt, then don't be surprised when you feel stuck. But if you surround yourself with mission, purpose, and fire, you'll rise every time, even on the days you feel like crawling. So write your vision where you can't escape it, and then chase it like your life depends on it, because it does. Action is the cure. You're not tired, you're not broken, you're not just unmotivated, you're underacting. Action is the cure, not motivation, not waiting, not hoping something will change. Movement changes everything. You think clarity will come before action? Wrong. Clarity comes from action. Confidence comes from action. Momentum comes from action. So stop waiting to feel ready. You won't. Winners don't wait to feel like it. They move. Even when they're doubting, tired, scared, or uncertain, especially when they're doubting, tired, scared, or uncertain. Do one thing, one simple thing. Send the email, write the paragraph, do the workout, make the call. Don't negotiate with yourself, command yourself, because the longer you sit, the heavier everything becomes, the problem grows, the pressure mounts, your brain spirals. But the moment you take action, even a tiny one, you shift the energy, you flip the momentum. Don't underestimate this. One action can change your state. One action can snap you out of a rut. One action can remind you that you are still in charge. And here's the truth. If you're not acting, you're not serious. You're just entertaining a fantasy. Serious people move. They do the work even when they're not sure if it'll work. They show up even when the results haven't yet. You're not stuck, you're stalled. Start, even if it's messy, even if it's unclear, even if it's not perfect. Because doing something, anything, is always better than waiting for the stars to align. Let the perfectionists wait. You move. You fall, you learn, you adjust. But you don't sit still. Action is the antidote to fear. It's the remedy for doubt. It's the discipline of the future. You who wins. So act right now, before you think, before you second guess, before another excuse sneaks in. Because you don't need motivation, you need movement. And movement, that's on you. Stop letting your feelings lead. Your feelings are not your compass. They're weather. They shift. They lie. They distract. You don't follow feelings. You follow standards. Because if you only work when you feel like it, you'll never get anywhere worth going. You'll keep dancing with comfort, flirting with excuses, and waking up to the same unfulfilled life, pretending you're still figuring it out. Stop that. You're not confused, you're avoiding. You're not lost, you're uncommitted. Discipline isn't about silencing feelings, it's about overriding them with decisions that matter. You can feel tired and still show up. You can feel unmotivated and still execute. You can feel afraid and still take the step. That's power, that's ownership. That's the gap between people who try and people who become. So build your day around commitments, not moods. Decide once and then act like it matters every damn time. Because your dreams don't care if you're in the mood. Your goals don't pause until you feel better. The clock's still ticking, whether you rise or not. And here's the hard truth. If your emotions drive, they'll crash you into comfort. But if you drive, anchored in mission, anchored in values, you become unstoppable. Feelings will catch up later. Action leads, always. Let the amateurs wait until it feels right. Let the average crowd follow their mood. You rise. Especially when it's hard, you follow purpose, not passing emotion. Because your future depends on you doing what needs to be done, not just what feels good in the moment. Lead yourself, daily, relentlessly, without apology. Build systems, not willpower. Willpower is unreliable. It fades, it burns out, it betrays you the moment life gets chaotic. You don't need more willpower, you need systems. Winners don't rely on motivation or trying harder. They build routines that remove decision-making. They automate the basics so their energy is saved for the big moves. Because, here's the truth, your environment will beat your willpower every time. So fix your environment. Set up your space, your tools, your digital life to serve your focus, not fracture it. Clear the clutter, silence the noise, remove the temptation. Design your day before it begins. Know your non-negotiables. Protect your deep work time like your life depends on it, because it does. You're not weak, you're undisciplined with structure. You're not lazy, you're unguarded with your inputs. Discipline isn't about force. It's about frictionless systems that work when you don't feel like working. Make your success path the default. Make your distractions hard to reach. If checking your phone is killing your flow, turn it off, lock it up, use an app blocker, no excuses. Fix the system. You're the architect of your life, so stop waiting for the mood and engineer the momentum. A calendar is stronger than a feeling. A checklist is stronger than a burst of motivation. A routine is stronger than a wish. Don't depend on your good days. Create a process that catches you even on your worst days. The gym bag packed the night before, the morning journal already opened, the to-do list pre-written, the decision already made. That's how pros operate. Not through superhuman energy, but through intelligent structure. You don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your systems, so build ones that make your greatness inevitable. Progress over perfection, always. Perfection is a lie, a trap, a delay tactic dressed up as high standards. It whispers, wait until it's ready, you're not there yet, fix a little more before you launch. Kill that voice. Right now, because while you're polishing endlessly, someone with half your skill is already moving, building, shipping, growing. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You don't need perfect. You need done. You need momentum. Make it messy. Make it imperfect. But make it happen. That blog post you keep editing, publish it. That business idea you keep tweaking, launch it. That habit you keep planning, start it right now, half ready, full heart. Every master you admire once sucked at this. Every expert once looked like an amateur. Every success story started in the mud, not the spotlight. Your growth isn't built on flawless execution, it's built on consistent iteration. Every master you admire once sucked at this. Every expert once looked like an amateur. Every success story started in the mud, not the spotlight. Your growth isn't built on flawless execution, it's built on consistent iteration. You're not here to impress, you're here to evolve, you're here to move, and nothing will move unless you do. So drop the fantasy of the perfect time, perfect idea, perfect start. They don't exist. What exists is now. What exists is your ability to act in the face of fear and self-doubt. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards those who execute. Flawed, fast, fearless. Choose progress, over and over again. That's how you grow, that's how you rise, that's how you become unstoppable. Self-trust is built, not given. You don't find confidence, you build it, one promise at a time, one action followed through, one commitment honored, especially when no one is watching. Self-trust is built, not given. You don't find confidence, you build it, one promise at a time, one action followed through, one commitment honored, especially when no one is watching. You're not tired because you work too hard. You're tired because you break too many promises to yourself. You say you'll wake up early but hit snooze. You say you'll start writing but scroll instead. You say you'll change but you delay. And every time you do, your subconscious takes notes. We can't trust ourselves. That's the root of your low motivation, not laziness, lack of self-integrity. You want to become powerful. Start keeping your word. Start showing up when it's inconvenient. Start doing what you said you would, long after the mood has passed. It starts small. Drink the water you promised. Write the page you committed to. Get outside for the 10-minute walk you said you'd take. Because if you won't follow your own lead, why should your mind take you seriously? Confidence isn't loud. It's quiet, steady, earned. It's the internal certainty that you will follow through. That when you set a goal, it gets done. That when you say, I'm changing, it's a declaration, not a wish. Your reputation with others matters, but your reputation with yourself, that's everything. So, stop negotiating with your weakness. Stop excusing your way out. Stop breaking your own heart. Instead, start stacking small wins. Stack them daily. Build the inner proof that you're reliable, focused, and in control. Self-trust is the foundation. Without it, you'll forever seek external validation, approval, or permission. With it, you become unshakable, rooted, centered, forward-moving, no matter the chaos. It's time to become someone you respect, someone you listen to, and it starts now. With this next promise, keep it, then build the next one, brick by brick. That's how leaders are made. Energy is a discipline, not a feeling. Stop waiting to feel energized. Energy isn't something you stumble into. It's something you create by how you live, how you think, how you move. Motivation fades, inspiration comes and goes. But energy, that's your responsibility. You think the successful feel pumped every day? They don't. They generate momentum by choosing habits that fuel them, not drain them. You want more energy? Then stop eating trash. Stop binge-watching garbage. Stop surrounding yourself with people who drain your spirit and poison your mindset. Start waking up on purpose. Hydrate, move, breathe deep. Protect your mornings like your life depends on it, because it does. Make your first hour sacred. No phone, no distractions, no chaos, just intention, just clarity, just movement. You don't get energy from comfort. You get it from alignment, from living in tune with your values, your goals, your truth. Energy isn't about hype, it's about harmony. Are your actions aligned with your mission? Are your habits aligned with your future? Are your thoughts aligned with your power? You can't watch negativity, speak self-doubt, sleep poorly, eat like a wreck, and expect high performance. Raise your standard. You are the generator. You are the power source. You are in control. And on the days you feel low, good. Now you train, because discipline isn't needed when things are easy. It's required when they're not. Train your energy. Feed your energy. Protect your energy. This is how you rise when others crash. This is how you lead when others follow. This is how you win, day after day after day. Your energy is your edge. Own it, build it, command it. The world won't wait. Move anyway. You're not early, you're not late. You're exactly on time. If you move now, the world isn't going to slow down for you to get your mind right. It's not going to pause while you find your confidence, fix your schedule, or wait for motivation to magically appear. You either move or you don't. You either build or you watch others build. You either lead or you follow. You've waited enough. You've overthought enough. You've replayed your fears and excuses long enough. And guess what? They've never done a damn thing for you. What's done for you? Action, movement, forward pressure. The decision to show up when it's hard, when it's quiet, when no one claps. Don't wait for life to give you permission. You are the permission, you are the plan, you are the breakthrough. There are no perfect conditions, no clean start, no ideal version of you that suddenly appears one morning with all the answers. There is only now, this second, and the next move you choose to make. So, get moving. Write the email, launch the site, post the idea, record the video, make the call. Whatever it is, stop thinking, start doing. You already know what you need to do. You just keep hoping for an easier version of it. There isn't one. But there is a stronger version of you waiting on the other side of consistency. You say you want change, then prove it. Not with words, with work, not with dreams, with direction, not with potential, with progress. Get bold, get uncomfortable, get serious, because time doesn't care about your doubts. Opportunities don't wait for your healing. Life doesn't slow down so you can catch your breath. You move or you miss it, so move, now, fast, with heart, with urgency, and don't stop. Not this time. You've got one shot. Make it count. This is it, this life, this body, this breath. You don't get a dress rehearsal, you don't get a retake. There is no alternate timeline where things magically work out without your effort. This is your shot, and you don't get another, so stop living like you have time. Stop wasting days, scrolling, doubting, numbing, waiting. Every moment you delay, you shrink your power. Every excuse you justify, you bury your potential. You were not born to live on autopilot. You were not created to just get through the day. You were built for impact, for movement, for mastery. But none of that happens if you keep choosing average. None of that happens if you keep choosing comfort. And none of that happens if you keep choosing fear over action. Your life is your responsibility. Your energy is your weapon. Your purpose is your fuel. So wake up like it matters. Train like it matters. Work like it matters. Because it does. You don't need 1 million followers. You need conviction. You don't need everyone's validation. You need your own permission. You don't need to wait until it's perfect. You need to start messy and grow sharp. You say you want to change your life? Good. Then build the life that makes you proud to wake up. Create the systems that protect your peace and sharpen your edge. Surround yourself with energy that fuels you, not fractures you. No more coasting, no more surviving. No more playing small to make others comfortable. You get one shot. And you're in the middle of it right now, so make it count. Make it real. Make it loud. Make it you. Discipline over drama. There's a war inside you every single day, between the version of you that wants growth and the version of you that wants comfort, between the you that craves discipline and the you addicted to distraction, doubt, and delay. Here's the truth. You can't win both. You either choose growth or you choose excuses. You either choose the mission or the mess. The drama in your life, the chaos, the noise, the endless distractions. That's the trap. That's how you stay stuck, emotionally exhausted, chasing your tail and calling it life. But discipline, that's your escape, that's your edge. That's your way out of the cycle and into the freedom you've been begging for. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It doesn't wait for motivation. It doesn't throw pity parties. It just shows up every single day. It puts in the work when you're tired. It says no when you want to cave. It holds the line when your emotions want to run the show. You think freedom is doing what you want, when you want. No, freedom is being in control of yourself. Freedom is having the strength to say yes to the hard things that shape you and no to the easy things that break you. Start showing up without the emotional noise. No overthinking, no panic, no perfectionism, just work, just movement, just execution. Discipline sharpens you, drama drains you, and you already know which one you've chosen too many times. So now it's time to choose different, to build routines that anchor your ambition, to lock in rituals that guard your greatness. You don't need more time, you need more consistency. You don't need another wake-up call. This is it. Discipline is your path to peace. Discipline is your weapon against weakness. Discipline is how you win, no matter what chaos surrounds you. So silence the drama, cut the excuses, and step into the version of you that doesn't flinch when things get hard. Choose discipline, daily, relentlessly, without apology. You don't need more time, you need more focus. Stop saying you don't have time. That story is expired. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. The successful, the struggling, the stuck, the soaring. The difference? Focus. It's not about how much time you have. It's about how you use it. It's about where your mind goes when no one's watching. It's about what gets your attention and what doesn't deserve it anymore. You're not burned out because you're doing too much. You're burned out because you're doing too much of the wrong things. Scrolling instead of studying, complaining instead of creating, reacting instead of strategizing. Focus is power, and scattered attention is a slow death. 1,000 distractions disguised as just for a minute are stealing your destiny in plain sight. So cut the noise, kill the tabs, shut the door, silence the phone. Do the work that matters, the deep work, the boring work, the repetitive, deliberate, powerful work that transforms. Train your focus like a muscle, set a timer and don't flinch. Protect your time like your life depends on it, because it does. Multitasking is a lie. Being busy is a trap. Doing less, better. That's the game changer. Build your day like a mission, not a blur of tasks, but a sequence of intentional strikes. Decide what matters, eliminate what doesn't, and then lock in. Give your full presence to one thing at a time, not halfway, not distracted, not halfway through 5 other things. One task, full energy, clear outcome. Repeat, because you don't need more hours in the day. You need to stop leaking the ones you already have. Focus isn't a feeling, it's a decision. And the sharper your focus, the faster your rise. Own your time, control your attention, and protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is. When the feeling fades, keep moving. Motivation is not your fuel. Discipline is. Because motivation fades, some mornings it won't show up, some days you'll feel heavy, directionless, drained. And if you're waiting to feel like it, you'll keep waiting and watching life pass you by. Here's the truth. Feelings are liars when they try to keep you small. They whisper comfort, not growth. They tell you it's fine to skip, delay, coast, but you're not here for comfort. You're here for evolution, and evolution isn't emotional, it's intentional. So when the hype is gone and the playlist isn't hitting, move anyway. When no one's watching and no one's clapping, build anyway. When the voice in your head says, skip today, you say, try me. The pros don't work when they feel like it. They work because they decided who they are, and who they are shows up daily. Want momentum? Start before you're ready. Move without the mood. Act like your future depends on today, because it does. This is the grind. Doing the reps when the rush is gone. Showing up when your mind says no. Winning the silent battles that no one sees. That's where real growth happens. That's where confidence is built. Not from words, but from action taken in the absence of motivation. So stop waiting for the spark. Be the ignition. You're not here to be powered by feelings. You're here to be led by purpose. Move when you're tired. Move when it's messy. Move when it's silent. Just keep moving. The work is yours now. This book, it's just words. Powerful, yes, but still just words. What transforms words into results is one thing. You are the force behind every change. You are the engine behind every win. Not this page, not this voice. You. No one is coming to save you. And honestly, no one needs to, because everything you need, it's already in you. Discipline, focus, resilience, fire. It's all there, buried under distractions, doubt, and excuses. But you've dug deep now. You've remembered your strength. You've remembered what it feels like to own your days. Now it's time to apply, to make what you've read a routine, to stop consuming and start creating. Start moving. Start leading yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. Do not just finish this book. Use this book. Reread the chapters that hit hard. Highlight the truths that shook you. Build rituals from the lessons that made you pause. Every line you felt was a mirror. Now make it a standard. This is the end of the book, but the beginning of your practice. And mastery only comes through repetition. You don't rise once, you rise every day, with intention, with effort, with fire. You owe yourself a life of energy, action, and excellence, not someday. Now, take this moment as a challenge. How you act after reading this will define what you become, not your plans, not your ideas, your actions. You don't need another chapter. You need to rise and keep rising. Let's go. Burn the excuses, build the habit. This is it, the final chapter. And I'm not going to wrap it up with fluffy inspiration. I'm here to demand something from you, consistency. You want energy. Then stop draining it with mental noise. You want motivation? Then stop waiting for it like it's some magical weather forecast. You want progress? Then stop rehearsing your potential and start executing. This world rewards those who take action, not those who mean well. Good intentions don't win the day. Relentless execution does. Cut the noise, mute the drama, say no more often. Not everything deserves your attention. Most of it is junk. Train your mind to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Every day, do at least one thing you don't feel like doing. That's how mental energy is built, not drained. Before bed, ask, did I show up? Did I drift or dominate? Did I react or lead? This isn't sexy. It's not supposed to be. This is the real work, the work that compounds. You don't need a better mood. You need a better system. You don't need more motivation. You need more standards. And if you ever feel lost again, reread the fire. Reclaim the edge. Because this isn't a one-time fix, it's a daily decision. Make the promise now. No more wasted weeks, no more passive days. You're building momentum. You're building clarity. You're building you every day, brick by brick, with no excuses. This isn't the end, it's your beginning. Own every second. No more drifting through your days like time is infinite. It's not. Every second that passes is one you will never get back. You say you want change, then stop treating your time like it's disposable. Stop scrolling like your dreams can wait. Stop lingering in comfort like your future isn't calling your name. Your life is happening right now, not someday, not after things settle down, not when you feel ready, right now. Every second you hesitate, someone else is taking action. Every minute you stall, someone else is stacking wins. And every day you waste, you feed the gap between where you are and where you said you'd be. So take ownership. Own your mornings. Own your choices. Own your energy. Build habits that are worthy of your potential. Guard your focus like it's gold, because it is. You don't need a massive overhaul. You need intentional moments repeated with discipline. The reps matter, the consistency matters, the grind matters. And here's the truth, if you treat your time like it's cheap, your results will be cheap. If you treat your seconds like they're sacred, you'll live a life worth remembering. So, starting today, stop letting hours disappear into distraction. Stop pretending tomorrow is guaranteed. Start living like the clock is ticking, because it is. Master your mindset, achieve your goals, and own every second that's left, because they're yours for now. Demand more from yourself. Stop accepting the bare minimum from yourself. Stop letting good enough slide into your daily vocabulary. You know exactly when you're coasting. You feel it, that quiet pull toward comfort, that voice that says, "This is fine." It's not fine, it's lazy. And laziness is the slow death of potential. You don't rise by doing what's easy. You rise by demanding more than what you think you can give. You rise by holding the line when your mind screams to drop it. Ask yourself, did I truly give my all today, or did I stop when it got uncomfortable? Did I push for the extra rep, the extra call, the extra page, or did I hide behind excuses? If you didn't go all in, you already know. You left growth on the table. Raise your standard. Push your limits. Stop being impressed by your own half effort. Your next level won't come from trying. It'll come from doing, fully, consistently, unapologetically. It'll come from the nights you work while others relax, from the mornings you rise before the alarm, from the moments you refuse to give yourself an out. You are not here to meet the standard of the average. You are here to set the standard. So demand more focus, more discipline, more heart. Stop letting yourself off the hook and start proving to yourself that you are capable of far more than you've been showing. Master your mindset, achieve your goals, and never again settle for less than your full potential. Because the truth is, if you don't demand more from yourself, no one else will. Relentless means every day. Relentless isn't a mood. It's not something you feel when the stars align and you're in the zone. Relentless is a decision you make, every day without exception. It means you don't skip because you're tired. You don't slow down because it's hard. You don't coast because you earned a break. You wake up and you execute, no matter the weather, no matter the mood, no matter the noise around you. Being relentless means showing up when no one else does. It means doing the work that isn't glamorous, that doesn't get applause, that only you know you did. It means treating your smallest tasks with the same intensity as your biggest dreams. Because the truth is, greatness isn't built in big moments. It's built in the invisible ones, the early mornings, the late nights, the quiet hours when you could be relaxing, but instead you're building. You want results. Then stop treating consistency like it's optional. Stop letting yourself choose some days instead of every day. Relentless doesn't take weekends off. Relentless doesn't make excuses. Relentless finishes. The world won't remember the days you thought about it. They'll remember the days you did it. So stack them, one after the other, until the habit is who you are, not just what you do. Master your mindset, achieve your goals, and be relentless, today, tomorrow, forever. Because every time you choose discipline over comfort, you win. And relentless people, they win every day. Pressure is your training ground. Stop running from pressure. Stop wishing for easier days, lighter loads, softer challenges. Pressure is not the enemy. It's the arena where you master your mindset and achieve your goals. Every challenge you face is a test, not to break you, but to build you. Pressure is the weight that forges strength, the fire that shapes steel, the storm that teaches you how to stand your ground. You don't grow in comfort. You grow when the stakes are high, when the deadlines are tight, when the odds are stacked against you. You grow when you choose to rise instead of retreat. So the next time life squeezes you, don't crack. Concentrate, lock in, focus. Remind yourself, this is where I get stronger. This is where the old me breaks and the new me is born. Because if you want to achieve your goals, you can't fold when life gets heavy. You have to train under pressure, work under pressure, win under pressure until the weight no longer scares you. That's how you master your mindset. By refusing to let fear or discomfort dictate your moves, by stepping into the hard, the unknown, the overwhelming, and owning it. Pressure isn't a punishment, it's a privilege. It's proof that you're in the game, that you're playing at a level that demands more from you. So stop avoiding it, embrace it, welcome it, because every ounce of pressure you carry today is building the power you'll need tomorrow. And when you master the weight, you master yourself, master your mindset, achieve your goals. And remember, pressure doesn't destroy the strong, it reveals them. No exits, only forward. Burn the safety nets. Close the back doors. Stop keeping Plan B as your comfort blanket. If you want to master your mindset and achieve your goals, you have to make forward the only option. When you give yourself an escape route, you'll use it. When you leave the door cracked for excuses, they'll walk right in. Progress dies in the presence of easy exits. Winners commit without conditions. They decide, I'm in, no matter what, and then they move like there's no turning back. Because there isn't. You don't dabble your way to greatness. You don't flirt with your goals like they're optional. You marry them. You wake up for them. You fight for them, even on the days you hate the fight. When quitting is off the table, action becomes automatic. You stop wasting energy deciding whether to show up. You just show up. You stop negotiating with yourself. You execute. If you're serious, erase the exit signs in your life. No, I will try. No, if it doesn't work, replace them with, I will find a way. I will make it work. I will win. This isn't about being reckless. It's about being relentless. It's about making the decision that forward is the only direction and every step is taken with intent. Master your mindset. Achieve your goals. And never give yourself the luxury of retreat. Because when there's no exit, you'll surprise yourself with how far you can go. Ruthless with distractions. If you want to master your mindset and achieve your goals, you cannot live at the mercy of every ping, scroll, or random thought. Distractions are thieves, and they're stealing your life in seconds, minutes, and wasted hours you'll never get back. Be ruthless. Cut them off, not later. Now, turn off notifications. Delete the apps that eat your attention. Shut the door when you work. If it doesn't serve your mission, it doesn't get access to your time. You can't complain about lack of progress while entertaining distractions like old friends. You can't build momentum while stopping every 5 minutes to check nonsense that won't matter tomorrow. Focus is your weapon, and in a world screaming for your attention, guarding it is war. You either win that war daily, or you lose by default. Ask yourself, is this thing in front of me pushing me forward or pulling me back? If it's pulling you back, cut it without guilt. If it's not making you stronger, sharper, or more prepared, it's making you weaker. Your goals require a higher level of respect for your time. Your mindset demands discipline in what you allow in your mental space. Master your mindset by mastering what you give your attention to. Achieve your goals by starving distractions until they lose their grip on you. Be ruthless, be unapologetic, because every second you reclaim is fuel for your next win. Lead yourself first. If you want to master your mindset and achieve your goals, stop waiting for someone else to lead you. Stop waiting for permission, guidance, or the perfect plan. Your progress is not anyone else's responsibility, it's yours. Leaders aren't born with all the answers. They build the answers by acting when others hesitate, and the first person you must learn to lead is you. Lead yourself out of bed when comfort tells you to stay. Lead yourself into the gym when your body says rest. Lead yourself to finish the task when your mind whispers later. If you can't lead yourself when no one's watching, how can you expect to lead in moments that matter? If you can't follow your own direction, why should anyone trust you to lead them? Leadership is built on personal accountability. It's looking yourself in the mirror and saying, we're doing this, and then making sure you do. It's taking ownership for your results, your mistakes, your growth, and your pace. You don't rise to leadership by title, you rise by example, by proving day after day that you can trust yourself to show up no matter how you feel. Master your mindset by holding yourself to a higher standard. Achieve your goals by taking full command of your actions, no excuses. No outsourcing your drive, no waiting for someone to drag you forward. Lead yourself first and watch how fast everything else falls in line. The standard is non-negotiable. If you want to master your mindset and achieve your goals, you must set a standard that does not bend, not for your mood, not for your comfort, not for anyone's approval. The standard is simple. You do what you said you would do. No shortcuts, no excuses. No, just this once. Because the moment you start negotiating with your standard, you destroy its power. The second you give yourself permission to skip, you train yourself to quit. You don't need to feel like it. You need to honor the standard. You don't need motivation. You need to uphold the line you drew for yourself, no matter how you feel in the moment. Think of your standard like oxygen. You wouldn't compromise it. You wouldn't say, "I'll breathe tomorrow." You breathe because you have to live. You execute because you have to win. If the standard is daily action, you act daily. If the standard is excellence, you bring excellence, even when no one will notice. If the standard is growth, you push forward, even on the days you feel like standing still. Master your mindset by refusing to drop the bar. Achieve your goals by making consistency your identity. The standard doesn't bend for you. You rise to meet it every single time. When your standard becomes non-negotiable, your results become unstoppable. Win the day before it starts. If you want to master your mindset and achieve your goals, you cannot afford to drift into your day hoping it turns out productive. You win the day before it even begins. That means your plan is ready the night before. Your priorities are set. Your environment is prepared for action, not chaos. You do not wake up and figure it out. You wake up and execute. Mornings are the launchpad for everything that follows. If you start scattered, you'll stay scattered. If you start with clarity, you'll move with power. Winning the day starts with control. Control of your time, control of your focus, control of your energy. It means the first hour belongs to you, not your phone, not your inbox, not the noise of the world. Write your top 3 priorities before bed. Lay out your tools, your clothes, your resources. Decide in advance what matters most so you can attack it without hesitation. When you remove the decision-making in the morning, you remove the friction that slows you down. You start in motion, and motion creates momentum. Master your mindset by setting the tone before the world can set it for you. Achieve your goals by building mornings that pull you forward instead of drag you down. Win the day before it starts, and you'll win more days than you ever thought possible.